Greetings and welcome to your patron video of the day. I've got this video uploading as we speak on the attendance this year compared to last year. Thought it would be fun to look at. People are going to say it's too early in the year because of course they are. I do my best to come up with different topics of conversation, and it can be a challenge during the season because there is a lot of time spent doing previews and review videos. And I'd love to wear this more often. This is really kind of fun. The thing with it is, of course, somebody decided to make a YouTube account, name it Hockey Guy Kruger, and I just thought that was weird and creepy. You know what? The funny thing to me, and here's the honest truth about it. You know, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go to the mall pretty quick here, and you know, I always get looks at the mall, and I have people asking me, like, how do you feel about being a celebrity? I'm not a celebrity. I'm a YouTuber. They're two completely different things in my eyes, and it's funny because there are other YouTubers I support, and I don't see them as celebrities either. Even Shauna. Shauna's got 3/4 million subscribers on YouTube, and I don't view her as a celebrity. I view her as Shauna. I view what's done by YouTubers on here as we're just kind of being ourselves or an amped up version of ourselves. This week has been tough. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes, a lot going on in my personal life. There have been times where, over the last week, where it's been really tough, and then I turn on the camera and I smile and I go about my business. It's been hard. I actually made a long video detailing it and then deleted the video because sometimes I just need to get things out and say them to a camera, and I've said it, it's out, and I can go to bed. But it has affected me a lot, and so, you know, it's been a rough week. And the odd part of it is, of course, this is while Yvonne and I are starting to price out how much it would cost for us to rent a place around here. Now, if we wanted to buy, you can buy a condo for what we need. It costs us about $500,000, which is why we're looking at renting for $2,000, maybe $2,500 a month, because that's just crazy. That's insane. You don't even get a yard. $400,000. You don't get a yard, and it's one of those skinny kind of townhouse things where it's 4 levels. That doesn't appeal to me. Doesn't appeal to me that I would be on the ground floor, know the kids are up to something, and I got to go up 3 floors to find out what's going on. It's way too much warning for them to figure out that I'm coming. It's much better off if there's one flight of stairs in between me and them so I can catch them doing something. It's part of being a parent is you got to catch them while they're in the act, because you go in and the whole room can be on fire. The cats can be tied together, and they'll just sit there, and cats were tied together when we got here. The fire started itself. Might have been the cats. So it's frustrating. But yeah, we're looking at different homes, and I've been thinking about it, and I had posters all over my walls in my old apartment. It'd be nice to have room for a poster. I brought them with me when I moved here. No room for a poster. One. Not one. There's no room for a poster. I've got a poster at the bottom of the stairs, and that's the Last Jedi poster that Yvonne and I bought together. And of course, people are like, ew, Last Jedi. Yeah, I like that movie, and I still like it. I can understand why other people don't. I can understand why when I put it on, the kids just leave the room, can't be bothered watching, because it does have, it is slower than other Star Wars, but I get why it exists and what it does. I totally understand it, and everybody's gonna get mad about it because it's what people do nowadays. You just get mad at something that's new. It wouldn't matter if they made something better than Empire Strikes Back. People would still be like, yeah, it's not as good as the old Star Wars. You know, it's not as good. So it just isn't as good because I don't think it's as good. And then I point out inconsistencies in Empire, and I get, how can you? These aren't inconsistencies. They're just shut up is what they are. They're shut up. Anyways, yeah. So Yvonne's taking the kids to their dad's for the weekend, and I'm home because I didn't get enough done this morning before they left, and I've got to run some errands home as well. And yeah, it's hard not to think about how we're aiming for March, you know, getting a new place and everything. And with everything else that's going on, it's hard. It's hard. because it can be difficult for me to, to do the video stuff. There were a couple of days this week where I just couldn't get into it, so I was later getting started with the videos because I just couldn't get into it. And it's that thing where I have to do this. It's my job. This is me holding up my end of the bargain. But I'm looking forward to having a bigger place, being able to have enough room that I can have my posters back on the wall. I can have enough room that I won't have to worry about. See where the jerseys are and the board is? You end up with ink on jerseys. It just happens. So the amount of jerseys that get repaired and or replaced, it's been going up. Because there are times where even if it's a dry erase marker, it can set. So if you see it right away, yeah, you can get it out, but it can set. And you're like, oh, crap. So I'm really looking forward to a time where, yes, the jerseys are in frame. You guys can see them, but they're not right with my board, and my board isn't in a place where if there's something behind the board, I have to take the board down, move this over. The tripod the board's on needs to be replaced, but I'm kind of aiming at nursing it until we get the new place, and just get through it. Just be like, all right, we're just gonna deal with this until we get to the new place, and then hopefully it's a more permanent spot. I want it to actually be a set. There's a lot of stuff in here that is actually Yvonne's or the kids. And I've still got, and I don't think I actually used this in this year's July 4th videos, and I meant to. If I didn't, I know I meant to. So it's just sitting right there, an American flag, which would look weird to somebody who comes over to visit. You have an American flag, don't you? I'm Canadian. Get out of my house. Anyways, yeah, so it'll be nice to have everything in its own compartment, and I want to have... Basically, IKEA is going to love me when we move. IKEA is really going to love me. I intend to save up a ton of money, go to IKEA, and it'll be enough stuff that I order that I'm going to need them to deliver. And then we're going to be, spending a day or two putting everything together. It's going to be epic, is the plan. Keep in mind, I've got this ring light here, okay, that I've had for a while. That studio light there, I have two of those. I have another stand actually in the corner of the living room. So when we've got a bigger place, I can have that light. I can have another one there. This ring light can go. I don't really need it at that stage. And then I can have a really well lit set that nobody else goes in except Yvonne. I had the idea of perhaps having an extra bed for us so that if I'm doing videos really late at night, she can just sleep, on a spot on the set that's off camera, and she didn't like that idea at all. She didn't like it. She really wasn't a fan, and I said, come on, your snoring could be part of the videos. It would be epic, and she didn't think it was that epic. So that's not happening. But, yeah, it's going to be a while, and I'm trying to reconcile myself to the fact that while my brain is kicked into, okay, we're going to get a new place, and I'm going to have all this all figured out, and everything's going to be great, it's going to be a while. Because it's got to be done right. Not right now. It's got to be done right, and we'll have to get movers, and because there's no way. It's just there's so much, and here's the thing. Like people would look and go, "Wow, you guys are hoarding." No, we have a very small place. I would guess if I'm ballparking 800 square feet. Ballpark, and you got 5 people in it and 4 cats. And I do have a large collection, and I think if we can find a place that's 2,000 square feet, the clutter no longer exists, and I can have all of the hockey on one side of the room, and the vision is to have all the entertainment guy stuff on the other side, so that channel can really take off. My hope is that channel can really take off, and get some momentum going with it as well, because I like that channel a lot, and I like making videos for that channel. But let's be honest, when you're making maybe 1% off of a channel that you're making off the other one, your attention's going to go to that one. That's why the NFL videos disappeared, because I just wasn't making money. I was doing setups for previews and working on it almost as hard as I did on the NHL ones, and then I'd look at the revenue at the end and I'm like, this isn't worth it. I could just bust out a 2-minute hockey video that would make 10 times that, and it's just not worth it. So there you go. If you'd wondered about why the NFL videos went away, that's what it is. The Halloween movie video that Yvonne and I did together was fun. I would like to do more of that. We'll see if we do more of that kind of thing. And I would think that after we've moved, I think everybody will feel better. Because it's a cramped space. You're going to agitate people when you're tripping over each other all the time. And that's kind of what happens. So we do the best with it we can, but yeah. And having acknowledged it and said, all right, and then looking at the marketplace and realizing what we can and can't afford, I'm enthusiastic. I'm optimistic, and that's kind of fun. And I thank you guys for all your support along the way. If you've had to adjust your patron level, never feel bad about that, ever, because I do. I get messages every month from various people about how they've had to drop it, or they've had to, maybe step off Patreon altogether, and they've said, oh, I can't this month. I understand, totally. I vary the level that I support. The two that I support right now are Brittany, which is Fluffy Butt Arts, and I think that's the weirdest name, but you know what? I love her. She's fantastic, so she wants to call it that, she can. And Nana Lou, which is Shauna. I had been supporting Tobuscus, but Toby doesn't really need my help. Shauna, I like what she's trying to do. She's actually stepped away from YouTube. She's still getting more hits on her videos and more money out of YouTube than I am. But a lot of those hits are for her video version of Sale. So I'm not sure how much of that money is actually going to her and how much of it might actually be going to the band that wrote the song Sale. I know AWOL Nation and her had been, well, AWOL Nation's representatives and her had been arguing over who was going to get what cut of it. So I don't think she gets 100%, but I know she doesn't get 0. They actually filed a copyright claim at one point and she was getting nothing, so she pulled the video. If you haven't seen it, just look up Sale by AWOL Nation and Shauna comes up, because her version of the video is 10 times more entertaining than what they do, because she's an attractive young lady and she's psychotic in the video, which means it's a fun video. But I know that video still attracts a lot of subscribers. The only trick for her with that is that it is her #1 hit. It is her big video, and yet everything else she did videos on, they didn't fit into that category. So you would subscribe for that, thinking that's what you were going to get, and then you end up with just vlogs. She would just do vlogs, beauty vlogs sometimes, vlogs about anime and her travels, and so I think that might have hurt some growth here and there, but she's a very nice person who, people talk about me being transparent about problems I've had with depression. Shauna's been very transparent about her problems with that as well. And while at times I've been one of those people who goes, she should stop whining, I no longer say that. I completely understand where she's coming from on a lot of this. As the channel's got bigger, I have totally understood how that can happen. And so, yeah, I have no problem supporting her whatsoever. She's pretty awesome. Anyways, there you go. Let me know your thoughts, if you have any regarding this, on the post on Patreon or on the video, for instance. I'm going to go about my day now. I really hope that Islander fans don't rage too much about my Tavares jerseys. Look, he gets traded to... Well, not traded. Get traded. He leaves as a free agent to go to Toronto. But I think these Islander jerseys look a lot better with the numbers on the front. And it's so ugly, it's pretty. Anyways, and these jerseys were dirt cheap. This jersey I paid $40 for. And the other one I've got, which is an Adidas here, I paid $50 for that. Like, I'm human. Yeah, I understand people are hurting, but here's the other part of it. Here's the other fun part of it. The hurt will fade. 10 years from now, people are going to be like, wow, a Tavares Islanders jersey. Nice. So that's what ends up happening over time. Those feelings fade. I remember when Beret was persona non grata in Vancouver, and now if you wear a Beret jersey, everybody loves it. So it'll happen with Tavares too, unless Toronto wins multiple cups, in which case they'll burn me if they see me wearing this. Those Islander fans. Although, according to the attendance video, I don't have a whole lot of Islander fans to worry about. So that's the good news. That the attendance has been an issue for the Islanders for decades. Anyways, that's a whole other video. I don't need to do that right now. I need to go and get on about my business. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. You guys make this work. Without you guys, I don't have this set. I don't have this. I don't have the lighting. I don't have any of it. So you guys are responsible for everything that this channel's become, and I can only hope to continue to live up to my end of the bargain for people who continue to support me here and support me on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.